The Central Maine Rehabilitation Center has been in existence here at CMMC for 30 years, and so we live in the oldest part of the hospital, and quite proud of our center. We have offered a comprehensive rehab unit offering all disciplines, so physical therapy, occupational therapy, 24-hour nursing, speech therapy as well. So that patient gets a comprehensive rehab. They get 3 hours of therapy over a 7-day period, which does include the weekend, which is vastly different than a skilled unit in the community. So we are one of 3 acute rehab centers across the state of Maine, which makes us a little unique in that we can offer those specific services and intensity of a program for our patients. Both the patient and the family are given great detail of education, and then when they come onto the unit, they're greeted by our nursing staff and our therapy staff. We're here 24 hours a day.
I had ulcerative colitis for 20 plus years, and I exhausted all my remission medicines, and they couldn't stop the bleeding, so they had to remove my colon, and I went septic. And I was in ICU for a long time, had emergency surgeries and recovery for so long that I didn't move. I could see my feet, but I couldn't move them. I had myopathy and neuropathy, and I had to come up to rehab when I was well enough to learn how to walk again. It was pretty scary. It was scary. Coming up the hallway, I was really scared because I couldn't move my feet, so I'm very scared. But they were all so nice, so welcoming, explaining everything, calmed me down. It went well. It went well. There was a particular physical therapist that I was on the parallel bars with, and they said, "You don't need these anymore. Let's take you walk and go out and walk in the hall." And I was petrified. I was so scared that that little rinky-dink wiggly thing is not going to allow to hold me up and walk. And I did it, and I was so proud. I was so proud I did it, and everybody came out of the offices and stuff and was like, "Yay, yay!" And it was a big moment for me.
We have a great team, a lot of longevity on our unit, varied of 25, 30 years experience with our nursing staff, and probably 20 years for our therapy staff as well. So we've worked together for a long time, very cohesive team. We really get to know each other, get to know our patients, and we're constantly working towards our discharge plan and getting our patients back to that functional status. An average length of stay varies between the different sort of diagnoses that the patients come in for. Our average length of stay for a stroke patient is about 14 days. So 2 weeks length of stay versus a 1 month to 3 month stay in a skilled unit. So we're constantly working towards a discharge plan, and as soon as the patient enters our unit, and getting them home. We're like a family here, and that's how we treat each other, and that's how we treat our patients. Each and every day, it's a smile on their faces and a high five in the hallway. So it's a really cool place to work.